Stands in for the first time. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, and it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there. A power pitcher on the mound throwing a hard fastball to a power hitter at the plate. He takes a big swing and squares it perfectly. I mean, that's as long a hole.
Number 1 steps in now.
Number 1.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And here's Freeman at first himself to record the out.
The catcher, number 9, Yasmani.
Leading off the inning, Travis d'Arnaud, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he's retired here, 1 away.
The batter,
Michael Conforto in now, hopped out in his first trip. Squares around and drops down a good one. Throw to first is in time, so a good idea, but the bunt attempt doesn't pan out.
number 3, Jimmy.
Number 1 will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning. And maybe some miscommunication there as the throw zips right by him.
Well, not a game to remember for either offense so far. Just the 7th hit combined between the two teams.
Yasmani Grandal will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Left side. To second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play, but boy, was he ever upended at second base.
Third baseman, Manuel Vizcaíno.
Oh, this will be a good look here in show motion. Even in super slow-mo, I think we all know what's running through his mind right here. He knows he's going to get leveled, and this is something right out of a gymnastics class. That one had to hurt.
Number 1 stands in.
Batting, number 1.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Worth on the move. And that's the third out. 1 left for Atlanta, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. A tightly contested ball game here, so it makes it hard to find our top player of the game, but I think this fella right here would seem to be the logical choice.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Braves are winners here, 3-1.
3 men on base.
So long, everybody.
For the Mets, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 41 minutes. Thanks for joining us this afternoon, and please drive home safely.
So it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter coming on now with a runner at first and 1 gone. Zach McAllister is out from the bullpen here as he'll be making his 5th appearance this spring training.
Zach McAllister. Now batting, number 1.
Belted high and deep into right center. Looking up is Pilar. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. So it's a 2-run shot to right center as they take the lead 4-3.
How's this for a welcome to the ball game? 1 pitch and see you later. I've got a feeling that's not what the manager had in mind.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, and I think we probably could have given this award to 3 or 4 different people, but you definitely can't overlook his contribution. He really played a great ball game.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Braves are winners here. Number 1 settles into the box for his first chance.
Number 1.
High and deep to straightaway right. Worth racing back. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. Number 1 stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Here's the first pitch to him. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Worth on the move. And that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. 3 innings. Freddie Freeman is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Bounce to first. He's got it. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Number 1 will stand in here. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Not the kind of day he was hoping for. So let's see if he can get something going right here.
Hit sharply toward the right side. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So the error winds up not costing him as they leave the bases loaded. 5 innings complete, and we still have no score. Leonis Martin will dig in now as he'll lead things off for the Mets in their half of the 6th.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. Hit the other way out toward right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, this ball's hit high enough that he can go back and tag at second base. So that's a good job of moving up the extra 90 feet now with 2 outs.
Josh Worth digs in. He reached on a walk his last time up and later came around to score. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. And guys, a good outing on the mound for the man you see right there, the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Yeah, I thought he turned in a really good performance. His fastball had some good life to it. He really mixed his speeds well, and he kept guys guessing all throughout.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Mets come out on top 3-1. So long, everybody.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious New York Mets. 3 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. They left 12 men on base. For Atlanta, 1 run on 6 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 41 minutes. Thanks for joining us this afternoon, and please drive home safely.
And we're going to have a pinch hitter to start things out here in the top half of the inning. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Slapped hard the opposite way. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Making a bid here to get on base is the potential tying run. But this ball just didn't...
And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, and I think we probably could have given this award to 3 or 4 different people, but you definitely can't overlook his contribution. He really played a great ball game.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theShowNation.com. The Astros win this thing 4-3. So long, everybody.
For Atlanta, 3 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 6 minutes.
Number 1 steps in now.
Number 1.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Chen sets. 0-1 pitch on its way. Hit hard on the ground to second. Gordon is there. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game.
Just a simple ground ball right here, but that's going to do the trick. That puts our first run on the board here on the RBI ground.
Coming to the plate now, Michael McHenry. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
And they do have him squaring with 2 strikes as he gets this one down. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runners are able to move up.
Now that's kind of surprising right there that they put the bunt on with 1 out already. If he's the pitcher, maybe I can see it, but if I'm managing this team, that guy swings away.
Number 1 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Number 1.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard towards second, and that'll just sneak past the glove, and it should be a base hit. Now third base coach Juan Samuel's going to wave him in. And safe at the plate as he beats the tag of McHenry.
Well, not a bad start to the ball game for him offensively. Drives in another run there. Now he has both of their RBIs here in the early going.
Yasmani Grandal will dig in, the winner of last year's Silver Slugger Award for National League catchers. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Braves 2 and the Marlins 1. Number 1 stands in.
Now batting, number 1.
On the ground now for Iglesias. This could be 2. Out. To Gordon for 1. On to first, a double play.
And for as quickly as the tying run gets on base, he's taken away here on the double play. Just a big pitch right there and a very good turn at second base to get them both.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, this is just excellent plate coverage here. I mean, this is a guy that uses the entire field. And you'll see him just reach that bat out there and slap it down the first baseline for a base hit.
So stepping in, number 1, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Into the seats, 0-1. Trying to hold the lead. Ripped on the ground to first. And a sliding effort there, but he can't get a glove on it. A base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's a 3-3 game.
The catcher.
You're going to have to calm him down at first base. Look how fired up he is. That's a big base hit. That single drives in the tying run.
And here's a swing and a miss. And that, folks, is a big out number 2.
You got the go-ahead run in scoring position in this situation, and you come up with a huge strikeout like that. You're pumping your fist. Your intensity is a little bit higher. This guy is focused in right now and very happy with his results.
Manuel Vizcaíno will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
To first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Braves get a couple of hits here in plate 1. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Number 1 will stand in. A couple of singles in 4 trips this afternoon.
Yeah, man, I like the way he's not trying to do too much up there. Just taking nice controlled swings, and it's paid off a couple of times so far today.
First pitch on its way. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A solo shot here to left, and it's now 5-3.
Well, no doubt that's a mistaken location right there. At the plate, his eyes were...
Michael McHenry will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
1-2, here it comes. Slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Well, that's a good idea right there. He goes with the pitch. He's not trying to pull it. Shoots this thing the other way. Just happens to be right at the right fielder.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. And we're going to have a pinch hittings out here in the top half of the inning. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen.
Catcher, number 1.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Drives it to deep right field. Piscotty ranging back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
And that's a big double right there, down by 2, but more importantly, that's going to get the tying run to the plate. So we're going to see how they want to handle this defensively now.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Moving under it, Ashe. And that's the first out of the inning. And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
That's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all that inviting at all. You want to at least make the guy think about hacking up there. Instead, now he's on with...
Fly ball out toward left center field. Grichuk on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Back up the middle, and that'll get through. It's into center, a base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score. Stepping in now, number 1. Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here. Solo shot to right center as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
How's this for a welcome to the ball game? One pitch and see you later. I've got a feeling that's not what the manager had in mind.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to the show. Justin Bour set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
This is pulled into right. Bowen is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. One left for Washington, and now the Braves will get their initial shot here. No score. Number 1 gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. A solo shot here to left as the Braves get on the board first. It's 1-0.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there.
Number 1 steps in now.
Number 1.
Into the windup and the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Around first, heading for second now. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Yeah, real good extension on the swing that time as he goes out and gets that ball. You'll see the right fielder's got no shot at this one as it's over his head in one hop.
At the plate, Yasmani Grandal. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, and this is his power side from the left side. He's got quite a bit more pop in that bat hitting left-hand.
And that misses ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Well, that's okay. You would have liked him to chase on 3 and 2, but you had your base open here.
Now to the plate, Neil Walker. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And now he's hitting left-handed where he's a lot more comfortable over his career. Tends to make better contact from the left side, so I think he's happy to be over there.
Dozier is there for it.
Now batting.
Alfred Broussard stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and the Braves add on. It's 4-0.
Boy, that guy on the mound right now is absolutely livid. He knows that
Number 1 will try to keep it going here. Already a home run and a double in this one.
Well, sometimes, Matty, you're just flat out feeling it. He took some very good-looking hacks earlier in BP, and obviously it's translating to the game.
Lined hard toward right center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Now third base coach Juan Samuel's going to wave him in. The relay throw, the tag, and he is out at third. And with that, the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We played 4 full. It's the Braves 6 and the Nationals nothing. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And a rather easy first out.
Now batting.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Braves are winners here, 12-1. Good night, everybody.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 37 minutes. Thank you.